MJ family, I'm Epiphany Harris, and I want to give a big thanks to the teachers and parents for helping us through this journey of high school. I also want to give a big shout out to Dr. Dancer for his leadership and encouragement through my tenure of high school. Tick tock, tick tock. I'm watching the clock on the wall, keeping time for us all. It was just 2017 when we entered these Maynard Jackson halls. Tick tock, tick tock. I'm watching the clock on the wall, keeping time for us all. The big hands on the 12 and the little hands on the 6. I'm watching the news and the whole world is getting sick. A pandemic has hit the scene named COVID-19 and put everybody in quarantine. We went from mainstream to Zoom calls to learning from a computer screen. Well, let me tell you this, class of 2021. We made it through COVID-19. We can make it through anything. Tick tock, tick tock. I'm watching the clock on the wall, keeping time for all. As I think to myself, for the time that I am here, that time is so precious and dear. And let me make it very clear that class of 2021 has no fear. We're gonna make history, you hear? It's doctors, lawyers, performers, teachers, entrepreneurs, engineers, and our future favorite rappers are here. Tick tock, tick tock. I'm watching the clock on the wall, keeping time for us all. Now it's 2021. And it's time to say goodbye to these Maynard Jackson halls. I want to thank you all for teaching us how to stand tall and to not give up even when we fall. Tick tock, tick tock. I'm watching the clock on the wall, keeping time for us all. And now I say this: lights, camera, action, get ready, world, for the class of 2021 graduating from Maynard Hallbrook Jackson. It's time to leave the nest. The nest that was filled with the nurturing care of our loved ones. The ones who followed us from kindergarten to 12th grade. We've dreamed about this moment. And now it's finally here, where we spread our wings and fly away and make a mark on this world. This is the greatest show.
Please rise for the presentation of colors and the national anthem. MJJ! 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 Commencement is always a very special event, marking an important milestone in one's life. But this year it feels even a bit different, more special, especially after the experiences over these last 15 months. To be gathered here tonight in person, celebrating our scholars is an abundant blessing, a monumental moment, a time we will never forget. Thank you, Jaguar Nation, and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the Maynard Holbrook Jackson High School's class of 2021. We are extremely honored to have Superintendent Dr. Lisa Herring, members of the Board of Education and senior executive leadership team here with us this evening. Additionally, I am pleased to have Dr. Dan Sims, Associate Superintendent of High Schools, and the principals of the Jackson Cluster Feeder Schools with us on the stage. I ask that my colleagues please stand to be recognized. Thank you. I would also like to introduce members of the Maynard Jackson team who are on the stage to my right. Dr. Kimberly Latchman, Dr. Dante Edwards, Juanice Woodall, Roy Foster, Melissa Gautreaux, graduation coach Arlena Edmonds, school counselors Keely Harris, Anthony DaCosta, and Dr. Howard Hope. Please also take a moment to recognize our senior class sponsor, Mr. Nicholas Williams, and our graduation coordinator, John McCall, who are on the field. I would like to acknowledge and thank the Maynard Holbrook Jackson High School's faculty and staff, the best in the business, as well as our colleagues at Phoenix Academy, Hank Aaron New Beginnings Academy, and Atlanta Virtual Academy, all of whom worked diligently for these scholars so that they could be here tonight for this milestone in their lives. Faculty and staff who are with us, please stand and be recognized. We are delighted to acknowledge our partners and our MJHS and Southside alumni who have played an integral role in the success of our students in school. If any partners and alumni are with us this evening, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. And most significantly, I'm going to turn my attention to my left. I want to thank the families of our scholars, as you are the ones that truly made this day possible. Each and every graduate has someone tied to them by blood or by spirit who was there for them, who planted the seeds in their souls, and who nurtured the ground as they grew. Parents, grandparents, relatives, please stand so that we can thank you and welcome you. Congratulations on a job well done. And thank you. I am pleased to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Lisa Herring. Dr. Herring brings a servant heart and more than 25 years of experience in education with her to the Atlanta Public Schools as our new superintendent. A Macon, Georgia native and a graduate of both Spelman College and Georgia Southern University, Dr. Herring established her professional career by teaching in both public and private schools in urban and rural settings in South Carolina, Kentucky, Alabama, and Georgia. These experiences allow her to impact the lives of students from diverse social, economic, and ethnic backgrounds. Embracing a passionate belief that education is the greatest equalizer, Dr. Herring believes in the inner strength, power, and talent of all children. Success, she says, does not rest on where we begin in life, but how each of us maximizes our talents and pursues our purpose. This concept is critical in serving, supporting, and educating children and future leaders. We are privileged to have her today to address our Maynard Holbrook Jackson class of 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, Superintendent Dr. Lisa Herring.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. That's right. Today, scholars, is without question your big day. We not only celebrate and honor you because you've made it, you persevered and overcame unprecedented challenges so that in just a few moments you can officially call yourselves graduates of Maynard H. Jackson High School and Atlanta Public Schools. We are, without question, incredibly proud of you. And much like it's already been shared by your principal, we recognize the importance and the necessity of being able to gather today face to face, to look at you, to see you, to celebrate you, and share in the joy of this accomplishment. I'll be at this podium for just a moment, and in this brief time, there's just a little I'd like to share. There's a reason why we call this a commencement. While indeed it is the end of an era in your life, please recognize that it is also a new beginning. The beginning of the rest of your life. In these few moments that I have the honor to be here with you today, I want to leave you with a question that you won't ponder over, but perhaps if you have not already, you will seek to answer. And the question is simple, but it is one of the most difficult and complex questions we all face within our lifetime. For some, the question gnaws at the very essence of our being. For others, it takes a lifetime to discover. And then there are those who are simply born knowing. I would say to you that the answer to the question is as unique as every one of you. And here's the catch. Only you hold the answer. So I'll keep it simple. What is your purpose? What is your purpose? I would dare to argue that some of you know the answer to that already, and I also would argue that some of us are still seeking and searching, and that is okay. Many people spend a lifetime trying to answer that question, but know this: those who do find fulfillment, direction, drive, and peace, even along the journey of discovery of your purpose. We identify fulfillment. We have a sense of direction. There's drive on the journey, and we find peace in knowing. Consider the legacy of your school's namesake, Maynard Jackson, the first African American to run for and serve as mayor of a major southeastern city. He pursued excellence for our city and helped create an Atlanta that boasted the world's busiest airport, even now named for him, increased opportunities for minority and women-owned businesses, hosted the Olympic Games, and attracted new residents to what is now considered a world-class city. He knew, found, and walked in his purpose. My desire for you is for you to know, to find, and walk in your purpose. Whether it gets national or global notoriety is not the goal, but it could happen. Whether your discovery goes viral or not, it could happen, but not the goal. Or perhaps even discover something that puts you up for the running of a Nobel Prize. The goal is still for you to find and identify your purpose, because finding your purpose can improve your community. It can help your family, and finding your purpose can simply inspire others. The most important part of your purpose is that it maximizes, scholars, who you are, your unique talents that you were born with, and allows you to bring your full self into the world with confidence and clarity. Confidence and clarity. Scholars, what I wish for you as you walk this stage today is that you walk into tomorrow with certainty, that you walk into tomorrow with confidence, and that you walk into tomorrow with the clarity of knowing that your educational experience in Atlanta Public Schools has prepared you to be outstanding achievers, global leaders, change makers, dream keepers. My charge to you today is to walk in that confidence, but my pride for you today, along with our parents and friends, your educators, your leaders, your principal staff at Atlanta Public Schools Board of Education, is to honor you on this, your day, because you've proven to us that it can be done. You did it. To the class of 2021, we celebrate you. Thank you.
Good evening. To the class of 2021, I am Leslie Grant, your proud Board of Education representative from District 1 and a Maynard Jackson mother. I stand here today along with my colleagues in awe of each and every one of you. You are an inspiration to us. You are why we all are here. You made it to this day in the midst of so many challenges that many of us have never witnessed in our lifetimes, and you kept it moving when it went virtual. You found your voice during a social justice movement that rippled across our country, and many of you even voted for the first time in what became an historic election for our state and this nation. On behalf of the entire board, I can say without a doubt, we are incredibly proud of you. In a time when the world seemed to be dividing us, you came together to support each other, whether virtually or in person. You showed your compassion and understanding towards your classmates and your school leaders as we learned to navigate and overcome the many challenges that we faced. Those challenges are not going to go away after graduation. They will keep coming throughout your lifetime, but know that you are ready to rise above. After today, some of you will go on to new jobs, some of you to college, some of you will serve in the military. You may go across the country or around the globe, but no matter where you go, the future is yours for the taking. Seize it. Seize it, knowing that Maynard Jackson High School not only equipped you with the academics, but with the perseverance and determination you will need. Seize the future, knowing that you have a strong network and an incredible legacy that is Atlanta Public Schools. Seize it knowing that you are setting the tone for all those who follow you. Build a strong and resilient future for yourselves, your families, and your communities. Step out into the world and make us even prouder. Congratulations, graduates.
Good evening. I am pleased to introduce the class of 2021, salutatorian Grace Gallad and valedictorian Jackson Kiggins. Grace and Jackson are both candidates for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and have pursued the most difficult routes towards the diploma, taking the most rigorous course load offered at Maynard Jackson High School. These outstanding and well-rounded students embody an impressive breadth of knowledge and pride of personal character. They have demonstrated a strong dedication to their academics and responsibility to the Maynard Jackson community, all while remaining committed to their extracurricular activities and outside obligations. Congratulations to Grace and Jackson on this accomplishment.
The past 4 years have certainly been memorable. Speak up. The past 4 years have certainly been memorable. We've forsaken the initial anxiety with our first classes, making class group chats and finding people to talk to. We've mourned the loss of our beloved Maynard Spams page. There's no more smuggling food into the building or quote-unquote wandering the halls. No more dancer holding Jean Days hostage in return for improved tardy counts or trying to sneak past Foster when we were out of uniform. If anything, Maynard has always had spirit. Of the people I want to thank, I want to start with some of the teachers here at Maynard, those that were understanding of when we were overwhelmed with assignments, those with flexible deadlines, and those who knew when and when not to push their students. For those who took Mr. Murray for U.S. history, I'm sure you all remember getting visited by John Wilkes Booth and Eleanor Roosevelt, which, for those of you who don't know, was him in costume, and he definitely pulled off the dress. And for all of those who took Chinese in the past 4 years, I'm sure we can all agree that Feng Lao Shi is pretty great. And of course, there are many other teachers that I either have or have not taken that deserve appreciation for their efforts over the years. Another group of people is the people that I've come to know while at Maynard, whether that be the people that I bonded with over a particularly difficult class or some of my closest friends. The people at Maynard have made my educational experience infinitely more tolerable, and that's the case for most of you. Physics, chemistry, and literature wouldn't have been the same without that collective sense of suffering, and for that, I am eternally grateful. Additionally, I know that there are many parents out there that are deserving of gratitude, those who checked up on their students' mental health and got them help when necessary, working with their teachers, counselors, and administration. However, we all know that today is about those who are graduating tonight. So here's to those who struggled at any point in their high school career, regardless of whether or not your transcript reflects that. Here's to those going the non-traditional route, going into the workforce, a trade, a gap year, etc. Additionally, here's to the opposite, those attending a post-secondary institution, however prestigious. Regardless of how you got here, what your GPA is, what classes you took, or where you're going next year, however people may choose to quantify your successes, props to you. Most of you are better people, even better students than I am, and I wish you all luck in your future endeavors. Here's to a future of good health, fully vaccinated, and finally, here's to arguably the best class of Maynard Jackson High School, the class of 2021.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the class of 2021, I would like to express immense gratitude to APS and the faculty of Maynard Jackson High School to ensure that this ceremony could take place under present circumstances. Additionally, I'd like to recognize the hard work and dedication of our teachers and administrators over the years, especially during the year prior. Thank you. To all the parents, guardians, family members, and friends in attendance today, we appreciate your willingness to comply with the guidelines set to prevent the spread of COVID-19 and for your support over the years. Together, we were able to become a class of remarkably talented individuals, each of whom is capable of incredible accomplishments. The coronavirus placed tremendous stress on the class of 2021, and yet, despite overwhelming adversity, every student here today was able to persevere. On both a collective and personal level, this challenge has made our group of graduates unique. And specifically, it reminds me of a moment I experienced as a member of the cross-country team at Maynard Jackson High School. Running is a sport that calls for self-determination and grit. Ultimately, success or failure during a race is wholly dependent on the efforts of the individual. However, running as a part of a team presents entirely new challenges. Each member must strive to achieve their goals as well as the aspirations of the collective. One of the greatest aspects of the cross-country team at Maynard Jackson High School was its culture, a result of diligence and camaraderie. And this culture manifested itself, in my opinion, at no better time than the Alexander A6 Invitational Meet in Fairburn, Georgia, during the fall of 2020. The race was scheduled for the afternoon, meaning that we would all have to run during the hottest time of the day. And yet, despite the humidity and glare of the sun, nearly every runner on our team reached a new personal record time for the 5-kilometer race. It was an amazing accomplishment for each member, but also a reflection of our cohesion. Together, we were able to learn from disappointments and celebrate successes, which facilitated the growth of our team. The reason I mentioned the cross-country program at Maynard Jackson is because I recognize many of the same qualities, such as unity, diligence, and determination within the class of 2021. In addition to the typical challenges presented within the high school career, whether emotional or intellectual, we also had to adapt to an unprecedented educational medium, virtual learning. Such a transition entailed significant disconnect from peers, as well as the separation of students from faculty. Yet, we accepted the challenge. For nearly an entire year, the class and attendance operated from home to protect the safety of our community. And through it all, the isolation, the technological difficulties, we demonstrated an ability to shine through the darkest circumstances. I would like to emphasize that this achievement is a reflection of the brilliance, dedication, and perceptivity within each student here this evening. And as in cross-country, one's endurance and success is due in part to the team supporting them. Over 4 years, we have fostered a community at Maynard Jackson High School that prides itself on solidarity as well as appreciation of individual merit. We have celebrated collective prosperity and learned from personal challenges, which has created an amazing group of scholars. And as each of you pursue the ambitions you hold close to your heart, remember that the class of 2021 will always be by your side. Thank you.
All right. Thank you to our speakers, to Dr. Herring, Board Member Grant, Grace, and Jackson. You probably don't know this, but during the summer of 2017, the class of 2021 and I were experiencing many of the same feelings, as we were all on the precipice of a new chapter in our lives. For you all, you are about to begin your high school career. For me, I had a new horizon on my professional journey. The same mixture of emotions, a blend of excitement and nervousness, along with a dash of uncertainty, a sprinkle of hope that you all were feeling, I too was feeling after being named the interim principal late that June. And here we are together, 4 years later, celebrating with a stadium full of our loved ones, your commencement. The class of 2021, your accomplishments are many, your impact undeniable, your legacy secured. Not only are you our largest graduating class to date, you are our most highly decorated in terms of academic achievement, setting a new bar, yes, setting a new bar of excellence for future classes to achieve and hopefully exceed. As eloquently referenced by speakers before me, you are resilient, making it here tonight despite living through one of the most tumultuous periods in recent history, a global pandemic, significant social and political unrest, distanced from the schoolhouse, separated from your friends and family. You was all proof of your unwavering fortitude. You stood steadfast and committed to your academic pursuits while also actively advocating for social justice and societal change. At Maynard Jackson, we are committed to helping every student realize their dream of earning a high school diploma and more. As evident by the fact that this graduating class is not just comprised of the 2021 cohort, but cohort 2020 scholars who perceived despite obstacles, and cohort 2022 scholars who challenged themselves to complete graduation requirements early. We push our scholars to pursue excellence every day in every way. Let's take a few moments to acknowledge excellence as evident by the following recognitions. An exceptional group of seniors have participated in our International Baccalaureate DP and CP programs, our signature program, the most rigorous academic program offered in high school. They have taken college-level courses throughout their junior and senior years. IB, DP, and CP candidates, please stand. Thank you. We are proud to announce that we have seniors who took college courses through the Early College and Dual Enrollment Program. Early college and dual enrollment students, please stand. Thank you. We are proud to have been recognized as an advanced placement honor school. Students who have taken one or more advanced placement course, AP, please stand. Thank you. The purpose of the National Honor Society is to create enthusiasm for scholarship, to render service, to promote leadership, and to develop character. Members of the National Honor Society, please stand. Thank you. The National Beta Club is a student-centered organization that promotes character, leadership, and encourages service. Members of the Beta Club, please stand. Thank you. Students who have completed a CTAE, Fine Arts, or JROTC pathway, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Students who have maintained a cumulative grade point average of 88 or higher and are graduating with honors, please stand. Our largest number in recent history. We are pleased to highlight a few specific, oh, thank you, sorry. Y'all are good. We are pleased to highlight a few specific students for their accomplishments, scholarships, and acceptances to highly selective colleges. Ravion Moore, our Coca-Cola Golden Helmet Award winner, along with some of our other scholar athletes. Jeremiah Rowe, Christian Jusum, Patsy Johnson, Brianna Hill, Queen Couch, Lauren Redwood, Jackson Wright, Kali Hemphill, Zakaria Beasley, and Samuel Davis have all received athletic scholarships to support their post-secondary education. Thank you. Lonnie Yim, a Questbridge scholar, who will be continuing her education at Emory University. Thank you. It is befitting that we would celebrate on this campus this evening as a number of our college-bound scholars, including Mia Denning, Ian Ehrig, Aaliyah Hollingsworth, Natasha Pitek Walsh, Lily Houghton, Marie Wood, Jack Davis, Elizabeth Wood, Cooper Russell, Grace Gallad, and Tahir Sadiq have decided to become part of Georgia Tech in the fall. Thank you. Jaleel Cooper has been awarded the AJC Cup, a recognition bestowed upon the best all-around senior as chosen by our school's faculty. I am happy to report that Jaleel, also a Reach Scholar, will enter the freshman class at Stanford University in the fall. Thank you. And of course, you just met them, but we must highlight, in recognition of the highest SAT score of 1550 and ranking second in her class, Grace Gallad is both the star student and salutatorian. Grace will be right here at Georgia Tech in the fall. Thank you. Jackson Kiggins worked diligently to become this year's class valedictorian. I am pleased to tell you that Jackson will begin his college career at Carnegie Mellon University. Thank you. With as much social progress that has been made, there is still tremendous space for improvement when it comes to retaining and graduating all students, particularly African American scholars. Historically, Black colleges and universities have and continue to offer many of our minority students an opportunity for higher education while providing a refuge where Black excellence is unlimited. Students who will attend an HBCU in the fall, please stand. All other students who will attend a university, college, or technical college in the fall, please join them and stand. Students who have enlisted in the armed services, please stand. And students who will move directly into the workforce, please stand. As you can see, the class of 2021 is ready for college, career, and life, prepared to pursue the future of their choosing. Thank you. This moment is certainly the culmination of your hard work over the past 13 years. A memorable moment, one to celebrate, but in truth, this is still only the beginning. Your pre-K through 12th grade journey has provided you with the firm foundation you need to create the life of your heart's desire. I challenge you to not only follow your dreams, but to follow through on achieving them. Take the knowledge you've gained, your ability to think through problems, and passion to inquire why things are the way they are. Communicate your thoughts and feelings. Remain open-minded to the viewpoints of others and maintain a caring heart for all, even those who challenge or agitate you. I encourage you to take risks, even if the outcome isn't favorable. Reflect on how you can improve and make it happen. Never give up. As you follow and achieve your dreams, ensure that you remain true to your principles, prioritizing integrity and honesty, fairness, justice, empathy, and authenticity. And through it all, while it may be challenging, try to find balance between the pursuit of your dreams, the ones you love, and your own personal well-being. I am inspired and elevated by the realization that our society has young women and young men like yourselves who are prepared today to lead us to a better tomorrow. Class of 2021, you made it. Now, let's get to the diplomas. Candidates for graduation, please stand. Yes, that's you. Please stand. All right. Okay, Dr. Herring, Dr. Sims, and members of the Board of Education, I present to you the Maynard Jackson Holbrook Class of 2021. I hereby certify that these candidates for graduation have completed all of the requirements of the state of Georgia and the Atlanta Board of Education and are now eligible to receive their diplomas. Class of 2021, you may be seated. Guests and MJJ family, we ask for your cooperation by please holding all applause until diplomas have been presented. Every parent wants to hear their child's name called. Please have consideration for each family this evening and refrain from applauding until each child has received a diploma.
Chancel Cluster. Mary Catherine Louise Ferry. Paris Alston. Zoe Cheryl Mick. Charles Turner. Dewan Stone. Imani Morgan. Kenyon Hatton. Nicholas Davenport. Diavion Lewis. Adarius Smith. Samuel Johnson. Isaiah Griffin. Dante Lamont Washington, Jr. Seven DeAndre Montgomery. Ulysses Alejandro Martinez Mora. Amarion Deshaun Williams. Lil Sean Williams. Daoud Rashid. Valeria Osornio. Jacqueline Mencius Garcia. Markyla Holland. Brianna Hill. Ayana Hughes. Makiba Jakemba Simpel Freer. Corey Tony. DeAndre Rockmore. Chris Newby Jr. Tyler White. India Gabrielle McCullers. Jada Danielle McLeod Lockhart. Amari Diallo. Devontae Marcel Thomas. Terrell Deshaun Fountain. Judah Shalom Copeland. and Quandra Burley. Martavius Gendro. Kali Carl Hemphill. Fierial Desire Wise. Alexander Espinoza. Jaden Wilson. Jamal DeMonte Mahoney. Niles Amandi. Jaria Cochran. DeKayla Ella Bob. DeKayla Ann Bob. Zenobia Desai Cook. Kobe Ellis Brandley. Aaliyah Armour. Amir Roberto Armstead. Samaria Ebony Booker. Shemaya LaShawn Bailey. Kevin Austin. Villainy Jasmine Moore. Miles Young. Dylan Link. Lamar Carter. Elijah Malik Holmes. Octavia Charmaine White. Tariq Greer. Michael Copeland Stevenson. Catherine Grace McGregor. Jeremiah Andrews. Kyrie Johnson. Anthony Thompson. Jeremiah Rashid Rowe. Aiden Moore. Chandler Warner. Jacorian Rockmore. Renshawn Oliver. Jada McGregor. Ty Doniani. Brittany Perez. Jasmine Reyes Meza. Donovan Maddox. Cameron Wright. Davion Johnson. Priya Prather. Joshua DeAndre Hickson. Amarion Williams. Ayana Lasante Troutman. Jaquavia Kemp. D'Angelo McCoy. Allison Murray. Nicoya Dawson. Kabir Miad Ferguson. Philip Lyons. Christian Jusum. Patsy Johnson. Quintarius Hall. Jamichael Jackson. Andrea Rosalinda Vasquez. Edgar Irish. Jackson Wright. Deron Renard Stegall Jr. Jose Santos Zavala. Alexander Ramirez Aguilar. Maria Jose Santillan. Caleb Maxwell. Sam Davis. Ian Smith III. Savannah Lachey Harden. Hannibal Hendricks. Kaylin Williams. Maddox Powers Booth. Desiree Nicole Webster. Takora LaShawn McGriff. Kristen Anise Dayon. Vanessa Joy LaShore. Naya Kamal Higgins. Epiphany Harris. Adaro Ricketson Jr. Diego Nava Morales. Violet May Reynolds O'Brien. Cameron Malik C. Wilson. Carrie Ann Lewis. Maxwell Shinen. Jarmeria Yvette Gorham. Manye Bernicia Jackson. Sierra Denise Newton. Jada Brakia Terrell. Kiana Fuller. Michelle Sheffield. Alexia Williams.
Kamara Stevens. Kamara Stevens. Brianna Jones. Ariel Rain Sizemore. Kaylin Tarantine Hill. Kamani Ananda Gill. Lauren Sierra Redwood. Zora Blue Infantry Johnson. Ashley Nicole Hunter. Sanaya Harrigan. Ariana Marion. Shania Alexis Dozier. Verwanda Wooten. Ajane Horton. DeAndre Dejon Hood. I wrote it down. DeCarlo Shorter. Amari Jewell. Tristan Blake Horn. Anastasia Pippin. Chase Elias Orr. Young lady. Destiny Ransom. Randy Sheffield. Forrest Gibson. Kennedy Elise Harrison. Tahir Mustafa Sadiq. Jonah Smith. Niquay Trenard Robinson, Jr. Carissa Marie Farrell Hinkle. Madison Aaliyah Stewart. Brooklyn Sarah McDaniel. Janaea Hopkins. Zaria Eccles. Marquez Demetrius Kelly. Tony Smith, Jr. Destiny Yvonne Dowdy. Danielle Cassandra Holiday. Jalen Wilson. Got it. Everly Ophelia Willis. Inez Garcia Kephart. Ella Galad. Rosalie Carol Mandeville. Citlali Parga Morales. Nancy Santillan Zasueta. Yes. Akirian Ross. Mariah Jordan. Christopher Kearns. Adam Christopher Laverack. Wesley Greer. Ikoya Danae Hood. Hurd, excuse me. Ashiana Treyana Haynes.
We know your name too.
Santonia Renee Mathis. Markevius McCoy. Faith Fuller. Miasia Martin. Dontravius Wilder. Shavion Dion Hodges. Quadarius Cornelius Jackson. Ravion Moore. Michael Weber Pettigrew. Tanaya Catherine Smith. Jamaica LaShawn Jones. Shalia Green. David Calvette Gibson Jr. Marquavius Trayvon Gleaton. Caesar Rosser. Jakari Desan Conwell. Shania Tanea Teasley. Myra Cecilia Martinez Torres. James Compton. Markia Williams. Sequoia Simmons. Jessica Escandon. Angel Brianna Greer. Ayana Vaughn. Savannah Valencia Williams. DeMarcus Dickey. Kevin Ortiz. Taj Ajani Watts. Janijah Dale. Tobias Damon Cudger. Courtney Crumsey. Zaria Alexander. Danny Crafter. Queen Kiera Couch. Taylor Amarie Copeland. Essence Clark. Matthew Jordan Clay. Haley Clay. Claudio Adon Rios. I'm good. I'm good. Patricia Hope. Sage Patricia Hope Carter. LaTroy. Stephen LaTroy Rawlings II. DeAndre Naon Carr. Joshua DeMarcus Campbell. Shanice Samiria Cameron. Jade Zanaya Butler. Cameron Amari Birch. Casson Dwayne Bailey. Sydney Gilstrap. Ebony Shanice Bryant. David Kelly Bittenbender. Amarion Ruben Frederick Brown. Brethnell Anthony Baugh. Imari Brichet Bex. Brooke Jasmine Brooks. Shania Lenice Bridges. Delexia Kiera Benton. Kelton Deshawn Benton. Keegan Bellamy. I got it. Zakaria Michelle Beasley. Austin Barrow. Taylor Battle. Miles Baker. Elijah Barber. Cameron Bailey.
Lovely Bailey Jones. Tino Andino. Anaya Seniors. William Troy Grant. Mason William Goodwin. Taraya Mael Burns. Talib Kareem Spearman. Dylan Louise Grinzinski. Ethan Howard Armstead. Trinity Bryant. Skylar Grace Skalicki. Taj McKnight. Aaliyah Simone Hollingsworth. Jaleel Cooper. Yulon Yim. Benjamin Patton. An Chi Wen. Callan Roth. Emma Catherine Martin. Donovan Gill. Eli Nicholas Dorn. Cooper Anderson Russell. Elizabeth Kwan Fu Wood. Jack William Davis. Marie Wei-Jung Wood. Lily Grace Wu Hata. Natasha Marie Peacock Walsh. Ian Allen Ehrig. Mia Giselle Denning. Grace Elizabeth Gallard. Jackson Reed Kiggins.
Class of 2021, your principal has verified that you have completed all the requirements set forth for graduation by the state of Georgia and the Atlanta Board of Education. By the power vested in me by the Atlanta Board of Education, I hereby certify you as graduates of the class of 2021.
Okay. Audience, please stand for the singing of our alma mater. Okay. Congratulations. That concludes our ceremony for the class of 2021. Where's the We'll begin the recessional.